Hey, welcome to Geek News Live, episode 37. My name is Jay. I'm joined by just Max and Mike tonight. We got just a few news topics. I have a bit of a sore throat, so I apologize if my voice sounds weird. Yeah, guys, let's get into it. Where do we start? Do we start with Uncle Buck or the Marvel news? Let's start with Uncle Buck. I'm
Yeah.
going to let Max, you go first. Enjoy the racism as it spews out of Max's mouth.
It's not racism. The show is terrible. It's not because they're black. It's because it's terrible. I don't understand why. I mean, we talked about this before. I don't understand why they're doing this. I watched. There's a trailer online now. I would say watch it, but it's so god awful that I'm going to ask everyone to stay away from it. They just rehash all the same jokes that they did in Uncle Buck, except now he's, you know, saucier and blacker. So that's the whole difference, I guess. I don't see how they're going to carry this for a season. Like, I mean, if it's just Two and a Half Men or The Odd Couple again, it's just like a really bummy, crass guy moves in with a nice family and hilarity ensues. But no, it's I'm pretty sure it's going to be stupid as hell. The trailer was awful.
Mike?
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer yet,
Lucky.
sorry. But yeah, I guess I'm lucky in that sense. But I saw the link saying like Mike Epps is gonna be yeah. I mean I like Mike Epps just fine in the right project. This never seemed like the right project from the start of it, so I have no opinion.
I was telling Max, I'm a big Uncle Buck fan. I'm a big John Candy fan. So to watch this movie, like this show, literally recreate scenes from a movie, I did not like it. Like the scene with Macaulay Culkin and you know John Candy, where he's exchanging all the questions, and John Candy's rapid fire answering them, and he's rapid fire asking the questions. Even in the recreation of this, there was no rapid fire. It was like just slowly. I don't know. I didn't think it was funny. I don't know how this got put on the air, but I'm watching this. This looked like a preview for a sitcom that UPN would have done 20 years ago. Am I wrong in that analogy?
No,
It looked horrible. I don't see why ABC. I don't see why this is being put on the air. I don't understand it. They should have left the name Uncle Buck off of it. It still wouldn't have been funny, but at least there's
at
no
least they're not
preconceived notion.
tainting your memory.
Hey, next up, Marvel has announced that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter will be back, which I'm kind of confused about because I thought Agent Carter was a miniseries. Maybe you guys can help me with that. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., while I still don't watch it regularly, I've heard it's getting a lot better. So maybe the third season will be even better than the second season was. Max?
Yeah, Agents of Shield. I'm happy to see it. I've really enjoyed this season. Definitely didn't have any of the problems of the first season. But Agent Carter, I don't know if they're doing another miniseries, but I mean, while I liked it, I don't see why they would do this. If they're doing another like miniseries of while Agents of Shield goes on break, I don't feel like we need any more from Agent Carter. It's whatever. But so I guess they're doing that. I would have been happier if they were trying something new for the miniseries. I think it's a good little formula they got going. It's just 8 episodes. You can get into the story. They've proven that obviously like Agent Carter is a side character. They took that, ran with it, 8 solid episodes, and people watched enough. I think they could do different things and tell different stories with that medium. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're making a full season of Agent Carter or if it's just another miniseries. But either way, I'm not really excited.
Mike?
Yeah, this past season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been really, really good, frankly. And I'm glad to hear it get another season. And the 2-hour finale's tonight, so be sure to check that out, unless you haven't caught up, like Jason, in which case you want to know what's going on. But I'm glad to hear that's getting a third season. But yeah, Agent Carter, I enjoyed just fine. What I can see them doing with it, maybe a little, is now that they've gotten kind of the Captain America grief period out of the way, they can really hunker down and start showing like the building of Shield or the building of what will become Shield, because it's not technically Shield just yet. Like there's a lot of collaboration that has to go into play. Maybe we get a young Nick Fury cameo. Maybe they can jump ahead a couple of years or something like that or a decade or so and show where Peggy is now, because I do like the character of Peggy Carter. I do like her quite a bit. Show her hanging out with the commandos more often and being like a fighter, and then that's kind of what gets her the top dog position in Shield. Show a little bit more of the what was established in stuff like Winter Soldier in the first season of Agents with the Hydra infiltration, and even with what's going on in Agents of Shield right now, show like there's connectivity to all these superhuman or inhuman, I guess, type characters way back to the beginning. Essentially, maybe show that there's been a long-standing like legacy going on there. So I'm all about that. They got plenty of other stuff going on with the Netflix shows, and they got other ideas, I guess, for possible spin-offs, but definitely bring back some Agent Carter. I'm all for that.
Yeah, they're moving the show to LA with the new season, which I don't know what that means as far as which characters are going to return. But
boo! Oh well, boo! Now, how am I supposed to be an extra on that show now?
Yeah, dicks.
I would love to see you on Agent Carter, Mike. Get on that.
For real.
I can't. The time period's not right. I'm still going to be considered a second-class citizen in that time period.
Oh man, that's so true. I think Nick Fury would be cool though. If they kind of did a Nick Fury miniseries instead of Agent Carter. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know. I'm just kind of done with Agent Carter.
Bring Nick Fury into Agent Carter.
Well, I mean,
no. Fuck it, dude. Scrap that whole deal. Forget all that period stuff. You can bring it, up forward. You can see what Nick Fury's been doing this whole time. Like, I don't know.
Well, I think the main thing is that you might be done with Agent Carter. Marvel clearly isn't done with Agent Carter because she's supposed to show up in Ant-Man. They might even show young Hank Pym. Who knows? Like, they're establishing that this character has a lot of impact on what's going on in their cinematic universe. So, I mean, that's kind of the deal, is that they're probably not ready to part with her just yet because there's a lot of plot threads that intertwine with her story.
Well, I mean, that's cool, too. I don't mind Agent Carter as the character. I just don't feel like she needs her own feature. Like, if she's there, that's one thing. But, like, I don't know.
You just don't want to hear the Captain America radio show anymore, right?
No, that's actually the best part. It's everything else I couldn't. I kept on waiting to find out what happened to pretty young blonde girl number 3.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because Marvel, for some reason, really does good their second seasons with their television shows. That's why I can't. Daredevil was amazing, so I can't even fathom what the second season is going to be like if they keep up.
Fuck
with
the second season, dude. We still got AKA Jessica Jones, Power Man, and Iron Fist coming up. Like, before we even worry about Daredevil season 2, this is gonna get. Yeah, Netflix is going insane. I can't wait to see these other shows.
And then the last thing that I have on my news thread is The Incredibles 2 is confirmed by Brad Bird, and Brad Bird also confirmed that he has talked with Lucasfilms about doing a Star Wars film afterwards. I can't wait for The Incredibles 2. It's my favorite Pixar movie. Max, you go first.
I've been saying it for 10 damn years. Oh my, I can't wait to see this Incredibles 2 movie. Finally, we're getting an Incredibles 2. That's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. Brad Bird does a good job, so can't wait for that. If he is on a Star Wars film, I'm all super excited for that too, as long as it is after Incredibles 2. I don't want to see any Disney or Pixar, anything until Incredibles 2 comes out. They just need to put every other movie on hold and focus solely on Incredibles 2.
Mike?
I'm excited for Incredibles 2 as well. I'm just kind of wondering, what are they going to do with the Parr family from here on out? Is like the kids will all be grown up. I mean, they probably would have to, because unless they just want to hire new kid actors, or well, there was really only one character that was played by a kid in that, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like the daughter was played by a full-grown actress. So
yeah, I mean, usually they get adults.
But I mean, if they want, I'm curious what they can do with the concept from there on out. Like, if Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible or Elastigirl, whatever her name was, are now like retired, old, and now the kids are like the top heroes and so forth, and it's about the next generation or something like that. And That'd be interesting to see. I'm curious to see what kind of story they can build around it. I'm excited that Brad Bird's there. I like him very much as a director of both animated features and live-action features. So I think the idea of getting him for a Star Wars project is good as well.
What about Jack Jack, man? I can't wait to see what they do with Jack Jack, because he kind of just goes nuts at the end of the first movie.
He's like the Franklin Richards of the group. He's like this. He has a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm just there's a lot of stuff to play with there. I'm excited, dude. I can't wait.
My favorite part, I hope they kind of maintain this too, is because I know this is sometimes a problem with a lot of the Pixar sequels, aside from probably the Toy Stories, was that they tend to juvenilize a lot of the humor in the sequels. With Incredibles, though, like I liked the fact that it was funny, but it took it very seriously, and it had some more adult things going on. Like my favorite part in that entire movie is when he captures the whole family, and he's just like, "You married Elastigirl? And got busy." Like I love that line because I'm just like, that is the most adult it has ever sounded in a Pixar film, and I just hope they don't try to make it too funsy, too much for the kids and not enough for like. It can still be for kids, but still you don't have to. That doesn't necessarily mean dumb it down or juvenilize it for them.
And also, though, it's been a long time since they made the first movie, so you're not running into where they're like, "Oh, we need to make more money now. Look how much money this thing made." So they can take their time. They can write a good story, and because obviously, like they spent friggin' 10 years away from it. So I feel like that's something you have to worry about a little less. Just because, Brad Bird said he wasn't going to do it until there was a right way to do it. And, so hopefully we get that. I mean, I'm not too worried about it being too kiddie. I feel like they'll strive to maintain, because, I mean, that's half of the reason I really like The Incredibles more than any of the other Disney or Pixar movies is because they have a certain level, I mean, with the Toy Story movies too, you get a certain little bit of adultness in it. And it's also for kids. It's for kids, but there's you can watch it and not just be like, oh god, I have to sit through this hour and a half of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that's something they're going to have to worry about too much, just because of how much time they've spent away from it.
Yeah, I agree. That's all I have. Max, you got anything in the world of comic books?
Well, no, all my comic books got stolen, so all the stuff I was going to talk about to read, or suggest to read today, I haven't read yet. But
have you haven't caught up with anything like Secret Wars or anything like that then?
No, did Secret Wars start? I thought that started next month.
The number 1 came out last week, I think.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, so
I think it was last week because I bought it, and I will say this, like I haven't been following the Avengers Time Runs Out storyline at all, so I have no idea what's going on, but it's big, I guess.
All right. Well, I mean, it's the event, so I hope it's got to be big. But also, Constantine got canceled.
Well, they're shopping it around to other networks right now, but
yeah, I think they're thinking like Hulu or possibly Netflix or something like that. But
yeah, that's not shopping it around to other networks. That's canceled. Like Arrested Development got canceled. Trailer Park Boys got canceled, and they ended up on Netflix. That's how it works. But yeah, I'm sad about that because I liked Constantine. I hope Hulu or Netflix or somebody picks it up. But yeah, last I heard it was done. There's no more Constantine.
Well, the Sci-Fi Network's also interested. But so yeah, and this Saturday you can catch Max, Dan, and I at Korg's convention in Hilliard. We'll have more details on our Facebook page. We'll be doing, I don't know if it'll be a live cast or a pre-recorded cast. We'll be doing some kind of cast from Korgs. Will be there. We'll have a giveaway. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff coming through our channel this weekend. Maggie, we're going to be having a review for that. Mad Max review.
Yes.
Dan and Max are going to complain and bitch about Gotham for a little while on a Gotham review, so that should be a lot of fun. Our horror podcast will be back this week, and that's all I got. Max, you got any? Did you do anything fun this week? Like go to work?
This week I did. No, that's not fun though. Unless you're working at the Game Island. Oh, let me tell you, it is great. I wish I wasn't working there so I could just shop there all the time. But then I wouldn't have any money. So anyway, I love the Game Island. You can go check it out, Polaris Fashion Mall, or you can just go to GoGameIsland.com if you don't feel like getting up off your couch or your desk chair. And then check out VGMX at Shock Road or Hard Road or VGMX.com. We've got all your video game needs and plushies and toys and little candies that say Tetris and stuff.
That's right. Stay tuned.
Have
What's
you had
that?
those Tetris mints?
Yeah.
Are they shaped like Tetris pieces? I haven't opened one yet.
Yes.
That's good. We have Tetris mints that are shaped like Tetris pieces.
Also, check out Mike at youtube.com/Mike McGTV. And yeah, we got some big announcements possibly coming to our channel over the next few weeks too, so keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. Good night.